House to Home, brought to you by Remax Diamond Realty.
All right, everybody, we are talking about property and we are talking about funny hats. Obviously, I'm wearing a pirate. I guess, you know what, Liz and Gina from Remax Diamond 2, I guess I could also be Napoleon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
no,
okay.
that's more.
There
useful.
you go.
There you go.
That's
Okay,
more like
so
it.
let us discuss matters of an important property. Let's talk about undivided interest, if we
There
can.
you go.
Okay, what is undivided interest, Gina?
So undivided interest is the three of us own that pumpkin.
Okay,
We own the
Very
whole
nice.
thing together.
33.3% each.
Yes,
Yes.
exactly. That's undivided interest. We all own that. And that's really what it means. Whether it's a house or a piece of property, that's what undivided interest means.
Now, Liz, is this a good or a bad thing? It sounds like it could go either way.
It could go either way. Just the other day, someone mentioned that they have undivided interest in in a house, and the problem was, I guess the property was supposed to go to one of the siblings, but they decided let's be fair, and because there's still a mortgage on the property. So when the attorneys finalized the paperwork, they put it actually under the siblings, so all of them own it. Now the problem is only one's paying for the mortgage. So how is that fair? And how do you resolve it? So if you are one of them and you wanted your share because you wanted to go buy a house, how do you cut this up so you can go buy your house? And the only way to do that is either we pay you your portion. Of course, what I'd recommend people to do is
You buy out
get
my
a
part,
buy your
my
part.
share.
But how? What's that price going to be? The best thing to do is get a market analysis, go to a realtor and say, hey, I need to know what is the value of this property. And then at that point, if it's established at, let's say, 200,000, if you divide that by 3 and they pay you your portion,
Then I get 66,000
then
bucks.
you can walk away and go buy something else. But the problem is, if they don't want to buy you out, you're stuck.
I've basically got an asset that has value that I
value.
can't use.
Right.
Yeah.
And am I able to transfer that either to another family member, to a friend, to a spouse, to my children, without the other two interests' consent?
And so that we get that question quite often.
This is getting crazy.
Yes.
Well, because a lot of families or a lot of parents or uncles, aunts, grandmothers, whatever, there are some older family members who don't want to decide, like, it belongs to me and I love you both equally. How do I just give it to one and not the other? So I give it to both. And then that becomes the question people call us. Well, Liz is living there. You're not getting anything out of it. So you call me and say, okay, you know what, Gina? I want to sell my undivided interest in that house. So the question I always ask them is, if you're not happy with the situation and you're not getting anything out of it, what is that worth to someone who's not even related to you guys? How do you convince them to give you money for your undivided interest? You know?
And you're just trying to get out as
complicates
fast
it,
as
yes.
possible.
And you're trying to get out.
Okay.
So it really diminishes the value.
I don't know if this exacerbates the problem anymore, but so say, like, your hypothetical example, all three of us own this pumpkin.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
want to get out as fast as possible.
So you want to turn that into
Yes.
pumpkin pie, but the rest of us want to see it keep growing.
Exactly. So, well, let's just say, for purposes of argument, you guys let me get out, so you guys buy out my share, right?
Right.
What happened to the remainder of that? Is it now 33, 33, 33, and once I get out, then it's completely
No,
50-50
so let's
between
say
the two of you?
so let's say I bought your share out, then I have more shares. She would have the lesser
Oh,
share.
I can sell it only
you
to you.
can sell it to me.
Okay, it doesn't have to be
It
equal.
doesn't have to
You
be
don't
equal.
have
Okay.
to sell it to both of us, but Jace, that
Now it becomes a very Guamanian thing. It's,
It
check,
doesn't-
power check.
Yes.
it doesn't happen often where it has occurred, but it doesn't occur often where the family members have the means to buy your undivided interest.
That's right.
This is why Guamanian families have so much drama. They always fight over property.
Well, family,
necessarily.
just that word family.
Family, that's right.
There's drama already there. So then you put in the equation of real estate.
It's like, I love you. You're my family. I'll defend you to the ends of the earth. Every time you come over, I always cook for you. But when it comes to the land, talk to my
different
lawyer.
story.
Yeah.
But it is a common thing, especially here on Guam, where families, the probate goes in, all the names come in. So it's a question of how do we help you solve that problem. So either you get another family member to buy you out within the ownership, otherwise you're stuck. So, you know, and the best thing to do is find out what that value, so you know what is the amount.
Now, before we get to that point of determining the value, is this something that I can just go to my friendly neighborhood realtor like either of you and your colleagues, or do I have to go to an attorney?
No, you could come to a realtor, and then what we would do is market analysis, and it's just to give you what is it worth? What is this pumpkin worth?
For the valuation.
And then you divide that by your interest, and then you'll have your...
And the thing that we're going to ask you to do is get along. Your property is worth a lot more if you can find a way to agree and get along.
Okay. You know what? Let's just agree, all three of us. Hands in and hands on the pumpkin. We'll just always share this pumpkin, okay?
Yes,
Okay,
okay.
we're sharing.
We're
At
sharing.
least through the holiday season. Yeah, because when pumpkin pie comes up, that looks like it can make a lot.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
it.
so we'll get along. Just
Thank
get
you.
along, everybody. But if it doesn't, go see the friendly folks at Remax Diamond Realty Guam. They will help you out. They might even be wearing their own silly hats. Bonus. All right, stay tuned. We're back after this.